Let's
But he
talk
looked
about Terry Taylor for a minute. I mean, he did work for the WWF briefly back in 1980, but I know, right before he's here, he was doing some world class shows, and he had also spent time in Memphis a little bit. As you mentioned, Mid Atlantic Championship Wrestling. Before that, of course, Bill Watts. I mean, he had been a territory guy going back to like 1980, and now he's finally getting WWF exposure here. You had seen him on other television, and certainly JCP had national television. What did you think Terry Taylor's upside was? I ask because back then, if you read the Torch or the Observer, man, he was getting so much praise as a guy who was deserving of a spot on the card, maybe that exceeded where he actually was. They felt like he was in line for a push and criminally underrated and overlooked and a potential huge star. We know that he has an incredible reputation for his in ring work, but I don't know that he actually achieved the in ring success or the accolades that many would have expected. What did you think his upside was when you found out he's going to the WWF?
I think Terry could really work. I don't think there's any question he's been able to parlay that being able to work into quite a career with the WWE and the Performance Center. I know he produced some,
Yep.
and he tried to produce me as as an announcer, and that's where he and I kind of butted heads a little bit. Um, and I just and there was a time, and this is, it just, God, there's so many throughout the years in wrestling. There's so much backstage politics to the point to where you go, fuck it enough. But anyway, there was, oh, this is Billy Red, isn't it? Talking to Terry Taylor right now.
7 weeks after this is when they first introduce Terry Taylor as the Red Rooster.
Okay. All right.
It's going to happen in a show that's filmed on September
Yeah.
13th, 1988, Indianapolis at the famed Market Square Arena. It actually airs on October 15th, 1988. So 3 months after this, he's on TV as the Red Rooster. It's an interesting thing because I think most people would take a look at Terry Taylor at the time and think, "Oh yeah, man, this guy could be, the next Ric Flair or what have you." As far as
Right.
his in ring ability, and you can see he's clearly with the trunks and boots and style and hair, he's clearly drawn some inspiration from Ric Flair. I mean, even the tape on the fingers and what have you.
Right.
But it
He,
just didn't click, and I think when he got the Red Rooster, that was kind of it, wasn't it?
yeah, that was really it. One thing Terry did not really have a good promo. It wasn't bad, but it wasn't that great of a promo. I thought.
Compared to his in
That's
ring was
right.
better than
His in ring work was great. Yes, it
yes.
was. But compared to his in ring work, his promos were lacking. I can remember in, well, this is, I guess the All Star game was here. And remember, I was saying that because during the day, I went to the All Star in 1999. I went to the All Star Village or the All Star, whatever they had, Fan Fest. And I got a call from Craig Leathers, who was a guy you couldn't trust either. And Craig says, I just want to let you know that there are people here calling for your job. They want to take you off the air. I went, really? He said, yeah, I just thought you should know, just heads up. I'm thinking, okay, that's great. That's great to know. And Terry Taylor was one of those, apparently. And then Vince Russo told me, Vince says, don't you ever worry about that infighting. He said, every time the show starts to go bad, they look for people to blame, and they'll blame the announcer. And as far as I'm concerned, this is Russo talking. As long as I'm here, you're always going to do commentary. This is not your fault. And so Terry was a part of that. And I, I've kind of held a grudge since then, to be honest with you.
Well,
So there you go. But I never held a grudge against King Haku, because who in the world would if they did not want to keep their health?
he's going to be wrestling SD Jones, who I believe is actually a substitute for Junkyard Dog. That's the way it's written about.
Mm-hmm.
What's your favorite SD Jones match?
Man, SD Jones did, if I recall, wrestle a little bit in JCP before uh before he became before I got there. It was like Special Delivery Jones, wasn't it? SD
Yeah,
Jones? Yeah.
that's right.
Yeah.
Which is actually, what UPS calls themselves whenever they drop a package off at my office.
Special Delivery Jones?
Yep, Special Delivery Jones
Uh-huh.
in the lobby.
Yeah.
Leaving it for you.
Well,
Which is,
here,
it's better than saying, "Oh, that was my girlfriend's nickname in college, ST Jones."
well, I just looked up on Wikipedia SD Jones. I was right. Upon completion of his wrestling training under Johnny Rodz, SD quit his job, began working for Mid-Atlantic Championship Wrestling under Roosevelt Jones and a tag team partner with his kayfabe cousin, Rufus R. Freight Train Jones, where they had a memorable feud with the Ole and Gene Anderson of the Anderson family. How about that? So I did remember that.
Yes, you did.
1975. That's about when I started loving wrestling.
We got a live audience here with us tonight. Greatly appreciate everybody hanging out with us. Make plans to join us by being a part of our Patreon. It's a party every Monday night at 9 o'clock Central, 10 o'clock Eastern, hanging out, watching wrestling with your friends. Join us next week by signing up today at patreon.com/WHW Monday. And of course, you can find us live every Monday night. David McClay is with us, and he wants to know, Tony,
Yeah.
what do you think of the new Superman movie?
Have not watched it.
What the fuck?
Yeah, no, sorry.
I
got a lot of baseball cards in. I got like 5,000 baseball cards in last week, and I've just been going through baseball cards in my spare time.
Matthew wants to know how much coke was consumed before and after this show by the Road Warriors and the Ultimate Warrior. Did you see a lot of? I don't want you to name names.
I saw none.
Never saw cocaine in wrestling.
No, never saw it.
Mr. Fuji had a tremendous success as a wrestler and then as a manager. Does anyone else come to mind who had success as both? Bobby Heenan.
Yeah. Paul Ellering had success as a wrestler in the old Georgia territory.
Sherry Martel.
That's a good question.
Freddie Blassie.
Yeah, Freddie Blassie, obviously way back when, right? So yeah, absolutely.
Jimmy Hart never wrestled. Miss Elizabeth never wrestled. Oh, I guess the Genius. I don't know if I count him.
Yeah. Well, we're seeing, and it's just starting. We're seeing Christopher Daniels, become the manager of Scorpio Sky and Top Flight.
Paul Ellering wrestled.
Yeah, that's what I said. Paul wrestled in Georgia Championship Wrestling before he became a manager. As a matter of fact, Paul Ellering was in that very famous Last Battle of Atlanta. I think Paul Ellering was involved in that. In that cage match with a roof on top at the Omni. Yeah, Paul did have success as a wrestler prior to his years.
Don't we all love summer vacation, relaxing, laying out by the pool, barbecues, hitting the beach, doing, well, nothing? Well, how about a summer vacation from your house payments? With SaveWithConrad.com, you can do just that. Reduce your monthly payments by making the equity you built up in your home work for you. You can roll together those high interest rate credit cards into one lower monthly payment and perhaps access some of that newfound equity to turn your house into your dream home with no money out of pocket. And how about this? You get to skip your next 2 house payments. That's right. You won't have to make your June or your July house payment. You're done until August 1st. Go right now to SaveWithConrad.com. Let my team run the numbers for you for free. There's no obligation, and if we can't help you save some cash, we won't waste your time. And did I mention we're offering a 3-year guarantee right now? That's right. That means if at any point interest rates improve over the next 3 years, you get a free refi. That's right. No new lender fees from us. So you get to save money now without wasting money later when the rates improve on a whole second set of closing costs. Why not go to SaveWithConrad.com and get a guarantee? Save money now and save money later with your friend in the mortgage business. That's me, Conrad Thompson at SaveWithConrad.com. Shoot me an email at Conrad@SaveWithConrad.com. Give us a call at 888-425-0105. Or get yourself a quick quote, even talk to a live person right now at savewithconrad.com. NMLS number 2129, equal housing lender. Let's take a summer vacation from house payments at savewithconrad.com.